In this video, you're going to learn about custom conversions and standard events and how you can use them to optimize campaigns for conversions. Remember that once you've got the Facebook Pixel installed, you can use it not only to create custom audiences, but also to optimize campaigns for conversions. So if we come back into our Ads Create tool, you can see here that there is an option for a marketing objective for conversions. Now, the reason that you would want to use this over just traffic is, say you are sending traffic to your website under this marketing objective, you're not really optimizing those people to, say, sign up to your email list or to buy a particular product. Whereas if you choose the conversions marketing objective and you've got the pixel set up, then Facebook is going to optimize and really help you meet that marketing objective rather than just traffic. So it's a small shift, but it's extremely important. And if you want to drive more conversions, there's a little bit more work that you need to do with the Facebook Pixel. The best way to probably go through this is come into the Ads Create tool and just click on conversions and walk through the process. So I've selected that as my marketing objective. And now I can see here that I'm choosing a website where I want to drive my conversions. And now I need to really set up a conversion. I need to tell Facebook what is the outcome that I want them to really drive with my Facebook ads. So I can just click on set up conversions here. And here we see the two methods in order to do this. And the first is custom conversions and the second is standard events. So why are there two different options here and what are the differences between them? Well, we can see up here in this article, it kind of breaks it down pretty well. So custom conversions, there's no extra code required. They're usually much easier to set up. If you're not comfortable working with code, then I would just recommend you use custom conversions. However, you have to just be careful in terms of setting them up, and there aren't as much flexibility and accuracy if you use them. But by far, and for most people, this is more than sufficient to set it up. With standard events, there are some advantages. You can customize parameters, aggregate reporting, and they're much more compatible with dynamic product ads, which custom conversions are not. So that's a big really difference. In terms of e-commerce businesses, you're going to be using these standard events. For almost everybody else, I think you'll be fine with the custom conversions. So if we come back into the Ads Create tool and the setup for this conversion tracking, let us just start with the custom conversions, the easier option to set this whole custom conversion tracking up. So what we can do here is put in the URL of the page where people land when they have completed the conversion. So that could be the checkout page or the purchase complete page. In my case here, I'm going to give you an example of measuring and optimizing a campaign for email signups. So for my website, I have a thank you page that people reach once they have hit my website. So for example, they could click to download this PDF. Once they've gone through that process, they're going to end up on this page here, thank you, download. And I want to measure how many people hit this page because that's really the outcome that I want people to do. If they've reached this page, I know I've already got their email address and that's a new lead for me. So I can just add in terms of the URL contains thank you, and that covers that page plus all the variations of it. I could also pick a specific URL if I wanted. In terms of the category, I'm just going to put this as lead and click next. Now I can enter a name for this custom conversion and set a custom conversion value as well. For an email sign up, I'm not going to put down a value, but for other product pages, you might want to do that. And then I can really set that up. Now I've already got it set up, so I'm just not going to go and do it there. But if I click now down into this, I can see the email sign up button, and that's really the conversion that I'm driving towards. Now, one thing that you do want to do is when you've set up this custom conversion, you can come back in to your ads manager, open all the tools, you can click on custom conversions here, and you just want to make sure that this conversion is active and that it is tracking correctly. Now let's go back and quickly talk about the other option for setting up conversion tracking, which is using these standard events. Now, as we said, you're probably only going to need to use this if you're in e-commerce and you want to do dynamic product ads, that type of stuff. The scenario here is slightly different. You need to set up this tracking on your website and add these additional pieces of code. So for example, let us say that we have this same code here for the same objective, which is to track leads. I need to take this piece of code and put it on my website. So for example, here is the HTML for the same thank you page that I showed you. If I wanted to add in this tracking code, I'd come down to where it says Facebook pixel code, and then I'd come down underneath where it says here FBQ track, and I'd pop this new code in underneath it. And that would allow me to track conversions of people reaching this page. So it's the same process as we saw before, and just repeat it over various different things that you want to track and the different pages that you want. So I'll include these links in the resources section of this video so you can look at it in more detail if you do want to set that up. So now that you understand that in order to track conversions with Facebook ads, you need to set up either custom conversions or standard events, go ahead and set it up for yourself following the steps that you've learned in this video. And don't forget to really check that everything is working by coming back into your custom conversions tab in your ads manager.